Hey guys, so I'm gonna try not to move too much because I noticed that last time, because I'm filming this on my laptop on top of a pillow and I noticed that the camera, like, it was just like shaking so much last time, so I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try not to move as much. So today I just kind of wanted to do a quick little story time. So senior year has officially started, as I previously stated in my video, which, by the way, I'm so sorry, it literally took me forever to upload that video just because, like, I don't know, I just like kept putting it off and like not on purpose or anything, but just like, I don't know, I just kept forgetting about it, if I'm quite honest. So now we are currently tomorrow entering week 3 of senior year, and so far, I'm not gonna lie, it's been really overwhelming. I have always, throughout nursing school, struggled with cardiac content, any and all cardiac content. I don't know why, it's just something that doesn't really make sense to me, and I know that that kind of in and of itself doesn't make that much sense, because it's like once you get it, you get it. Once you memorize it, it's like very like black and white sort of thing. But for whatever reason, it's just like a lot and it overwhelms me, and so I just like, I suck at cardiac, always have. And I've just always kind of gotten by, and now it's like all of that getting by that I did, it's really getting to me, because now you have to kind of like bring everything full circle, and it's just like everything that I didn't solidify in my mind already, well, let's just say I'm struggling right now, but that's okay, because we're gonna get through it, we're gonna work on it. But that's not what this video's about. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to like update you guys. This video is about my first clinical day on this semester is like critical care, so our clinical is on an ICU floor, and I'm super excited, super grateful, super thankful that, you know, during all of this COVID stuff, we're even able to have clinical still in the hospital and not it just being online. Now, will we last until November when, you know, the semester's over? I don't know. Please pray, because I really hope we last. First day of clinical was this past Thursday, and it was great. You know, I feel like I've had pretty boring clinicals so far. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been on ortho floors, and you know, just I've not been lucky so far. Like my floors have just been very like non-eventful. Like it's just post-op patients usually like broke a hip or something, or just stuff like that. Well, this clinical obviously is like intense. It's the ICU. So, you know, I'm in the room with the patient and my buddy and my nurse, because we're since we have, it's, you know, COVID, they're limiting the amount of patients we come into contact with, so we're, you know, in pairs. We're changing the dressing on the IV, which was really cool because I haven't gotten to do that yet, because like I guess his platelet count was low, so he was just like running through it a lot, and he had he was on a vent, and it was just like very cool to like see that, because you know, you see it in movies and TV, and I haven't, like I said, really had the chance to like run into it in person yet, so that was really cool. Then all of a sudden I start to not feel good. Basically my entire life I've had this thing where like I pass out, and no one's ever really known why. I've seen a specialist, I've had a tilt table test done, I've seen a specialist for like epilepsy, because I guess when I do pass out I look like I'm seizing, but I'm not. Keep that in mind. So I've gotten very good at recognizing right before I do pass out, so it was so weird. It was literally like I was fine, I was just, and then it was like a light switch. And I looked at my partner and I was like, I don't feel good. So I go and I sit down at a chair, because sometimes like it'll pass. As soon as I sat down on the chair, I was like, this isn't gonna pass. So I literally went and I sat against the wall, because I was like, well, at least I'll be closer to the floor. But then I was like, no, I'm like actually going to pass out. So I just like, I laid myself down on the ground, and like obviously I'm surrounded by like nurses and stuff, so everyone's like and I'm just like and so I lay myself down, and the nurse sitting at the nurse's station, she like stands up and she's like, are you okay? And I looked at her and I was I literally looked at her and I was like, I'm gonna pass out. It's gonna look like I'm seizing, but I'm not. And then I pass out, I guess. And I just remember waking up, and it's the weirdest, like, worst feeling, like, when you're waking up, because for me, like, I can't hear anything, like, when I first wake up, and I'm very disoriented, and I just remember, like, trying to wake up, and it feeling like I was dreaming, and I was, like, so confused, like, I was like, oh my god, like, what weird dream am I in right now? Like, I want to wake up, but, like, I can't wake up, and it's just, like, this feeling, like, trying to, like, push through, and then it was kind of like, whoop, and then I just kind of came into focus, and I woke up, and I passed out, and, like, my clinical instructor was over me. I had nurses, they were calling a medicist, and I was like, oh no. And this is, you know, I pass out every, like, couple years. I just never know really when it's gonna happen, but like I said, I recognize if it's going to happen, so at least there's that. Yeah, so it was happy first day of clinical. They were taking my vitals and everything, and I was answering all of their, like, LOC questions and, like, stuff like that, and my blood pressure was, like, a little bit high. My sugar, I think, was normal, even though I didn't hear what they said it was. I was just like, well, happy first day of senior year. I was like, oh my god, this better not be any indication as to how the semester is gonna go, or this year, because I can't. This year has just been a lot for all of us, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I wanted to share this quick story time of, like, what happened, because I thought it was funny. I'm sure it was scary to everyone else watching it, but like I said, it's something that I've gone through my whole life, so I was kind of like, well, and I explained to them the whole story and whatever, and then everyone kind of, like, slowly dispersed, and they were like, she's good, and I'm like, yeah. And they, like, put me in this, like, back office thing and gave me some snacks and stuff, and I bounced back, you know. It took me about, like, an hour or so. I bounced back, and then I was there for the rest of clinical, and the rest of clinical was pretty chill, and I was fine for the rest of the day. I just thought it was a funny story, and if you guys have any funny stories of your own, or, like, embarrassing, like, it doesn't matter, like, what it is, please let me know in the comments, because I think it's so funny. I hope you guys are doing well, whatever part of nursing school you're in right now. Let me know. Let me check in with me. How is everything going with COVID? I'd love to hear from you guys. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to share that. I'll try to check in after the first exam, which is on the 14th of September.